There have been many moments over my years of studying the Taming of the Shrew when I have seen great strides for women, huge leaps in advancement and empowerment, and I think things are getting so much better. Monumental moments such as the election and swearing in of our first female vice president, for one, make me wonder, could sexism be over? Are we done with this nonsense? Have we achieved equality? And I think maybe my work with this play is no longer relevant. Maybe the oppression of women is ending, and the tragic elements of the shrew that I feel no longer have the same bite. Maybe I can hang it up, knowing that we're going to be okay. We have the respect, opportunities, and positions we've always deserved. Sometimes I think that. And then some bullshit comes rolling down the pike like this Supreme Court opinion leak, and my frickin' head explodes, and I realize, nope, your work is not done. We are still being shackled, constrained, raped and violated, forced to veil our stomachs and surrender our uteruses to the overbearing overlord oppressors of the patriarchy, controlled and stripped of autonomy by an evangelical minority within our own government. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else concealing it, my heart will break. And so, the show must go on. Welcome back to the Shrew Review. Previously, we introduced the idea that tragedy must evoke pity and fear. Today, let's look at another moment in Act 1, Scene 1, where we might feel pity for our shrew, Katherina. I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a whore of me amongst these mates? Mates made? How mean you that? No mates for you, unless you were of gentler, milder mold. In faith, sir, you shall never need to fear. I wish it is not halfway to her heart, but if it were, doubt not her care should be to comb your noddle with a three-legged stool and paint your face and use you like a fool. From all such devils, good Lord, deliver us. Oh. And me too, good Lord. Catherine asks a real, honest question. Hey, Dad, do you really want to sell me off and pimp me out to one of these two jackasses? Shakespeare's original text uses the word stale. I made the choice to use whore to summarize the context for a modern audience. No offense meant to sex workers. Respect. But here is another fine instance of Shakespeare's precision and ability to say a great deal with very few words. Stale can mean a laughingstock, dupe, bait, or a low-class prostitute. Also, as a verb, to make a stale would be to render stale, to make common and worthless through overuse. We cannot ignore the elephant in the room that comes with marriage. One of my beloved college professors had a catchphrase that he loved to bellow at any opportunity. It's all about fucking people! And we can't forget that. Marriage, in Catherine's world, is about money and property first, procreation and producing heirs second, and love way at the bottom of the list. Obviously, producing heirs requires sex, be it consensual or not. Never one to mince words, Catherine is asking if her father plans to let her be rode hard and put away wet, as the saying from my own homeland goes. Is Catherine's father willing to let her body be used for some random man's pleasure until she has been rendered stale, common, and worthless through overuse, until she has pumped out enough babies that her body gives out? Where is Catherine's mother? Did she die in childbirth? Probably. Catherine will be auctioned off, not to the highest bidder, but to the first of any bidder. Her body and uterus will no longer be her own. Marriage means she will have no choice about intercourse or bearing children. No choice. Her body is a commodity, and someone is going to profit from ownership of Catherine's hand and uterus. But it won't be her. She's asking a legitimate question. Do you plan to sell me like I'm a prostitute or a brood mare? Ideally, Catherine would be allowed a marriage match rooted in love, in which she would have a choice about intercourse. She might even want it, and might even want to have children. She's not given that option. And of course, before Baptista can answer her question, Hortensio has to jump in and be an a-hole and put her down yet again. We have these men falling all over themselves in glee at the chance to insult Catherine. Hortensio's "no mates for you unless you were of gentler, milder mold" is a direct effort to put her in her place. No one will ever love you. You need to be a completely different person to find a mate. Shut up and conform to my standards. Don't be interesting. Don't be an individual. No one likes a woman with a mind of her own. How many women today can relate to that? How many women feel the pressure to align with impossible beauty standards? Starving, bleaching, plucking, and mutilating themselves to be a perfect little princess that can attract the male gaze. How many women make themselves small in appearance and in voice just to get a little bit of acceptance? I do have hope for the younger generation. As mentioned, we are seeing great strides in breaking the taming culture and unleashing ourselves from societal cages. More and more women, my friends, are shouting that they are mad as hell and they're not gonna take it anymore. But we still have a long way to go, baby. How many of us have been told something like, guys don't like smart girls, or you're so loud, chill out, you're not being very ladylike? It is so outdated, but hasn't gone away. The undercurrent of this scene is about how sweet and gentle and quiet Bianca is, as opposed to Catherine. That's the mold they want to force Catherine into, telling her again and again, shut your mouth, you are not good enough, nobody likes you. That is sad! I have great empathy and understanding for why she responds in anger, disgust, and frustration. Catherine loves herself, but at every turn she is told she is unlovable. Everyone deserves to be loved, and we have to feel pity for someone who faces nothing but rejection, discrimination, and abuse, constantly being told that who they are at their core is inherently wrong. Does this sound familiar or relevant to any other current trends we're facing?